Journal Record editor Ted Struley joins us to discuss other stories making news in business this week. Ted, the State Chamber is reporting some good news about Oklahoma's manufacturing sector.
Right. They had a study done about 3 years ago that they're taking another look at that shows that contrary to rumors that manufacturing is kind of dead, it's really on a pretty good growth curve here in Oklahoma. Over the next 20 years, they expect to have some 300,000 jobs in that sector, producing some $60 billion for the state's product.
State agencies are getting more choices for their websites. Tell us about that.
Yeah, there's been one vendor that's been doing all the websites for all the state agencies. That contract is expiring very soon, and Preston Dorflinger at the Capitol is opening it up so that agencies will have a choice of multiple vendors who can work on their websites.
The University of Oklahoma is phasing out the Doctor of Pharmacy program in Tulsa.
They are. The students who are enrolled in that program now will be able to stay in Tulsa until they graduate in the spring of 2018, but students enrolling in the fall of next year will all take their coursework here in Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma County is facing a decision deadline on its troubled county jail.
Yeah, they have about a month left on kind of a grace period they were granted by the Department of Justice to bring the county jail into compliance with federal law. There's really been no progress on that, or very little progress on that, and there's a concern that the extension is going to expire. The federal government will have the option to take over and force a new jail to be built. At least one commissioner, Ray Vaughn, doesn't want to play a blame game with the federal government. He'd rather put it to a vote to figure out how to resolve that issue.
The Choctaw Nation has landed a big contract with the federal government. Tell us about that.
Well, they'll be building about 500 trailers for the U.S. Marine Corps. The total bill for that is $10.7 million. That work will be done down in McAllister.
And what are you working on, Ted, for next week?
You know, we're covering a good-sized small business conference up in Tulsa. We'll have several stories that come out of that in Monday's paper.
Very good. Ted Struley, editor of the Journal Record. Thank you.
My pleasure.